very much. Thank you all for coming in. Apologies for the late notice. I'm very proud to be announced as the new owner of the Perth Wildcats. I'm here to have maximum community impact and win championships. I want to build upon the legacy of the strong management of this club and add my own expertise to strengthen the Wildcats' commercial potential and community connection. Jack Bendat and those who've come before him cemented the Wildcats as a loved team within the community, and Hutchie brought the influence of a media empire to broaden the reach of the team. I want to maintain both these elements, but capitalise on my own skills, my own innovation and technology skills, to enable richer engagement with the club, members, sponsors, the City of Perth, and the basketball community, both within Australia and internationally. I will take a West Australian first approach with everything that we do as a club. I want the club to be supported by the best WA companies and companies run by the most successful West Australian business people. I want to deliver strong returns and return on investment to our corporate supporters. I want our members to feel even closer to the team, and I'm confident we can enhance that both digitally and within in-person events. For our members living outside Australia, or outside Western Australia, we'll provide new ways for you to stay connected with the team and this special city. We know the Wildcats will continue to be a major player within the NBL. We've had players like Alex Sarr, who will be prepared for the NBA. We'll continue to do that with a great focus on continuing to build talent and facilitate the careers of local and international players onto the biggest stages. We will win more championships. We will take Perth to the world stage together. And while I've also undertaken a lot of due diligence and spent time getting to know all of you, both players, coaches, staff, as I take on the role of owner, I'll do that with open ears. I'm going to be spending time ahead of the season listening and learning and understanding how my vision for the team can practically roll out in the context of the existing club and the most pressing needs. I will be taking a hands-on approach to building the Wildcats' future success, and there are so many great players, coaches and staff here, past and present, and I look forward to working and talking to all of you. This is about embarking on a journey together and figuring out who else needs to join us to make the club stronger and the member experience even better. Thank you, and I'm open to any questions any of you have got.
So you've been owner for a couple of hours now. What's the first thing you do after buying a basketball club?
Improving the Wi-Fi.
There's the gag.
I'm not kidding either.
Why? Why buy the club? Why buy any club? What made you make the phone call in the first place?
Yeah, so I've been a lover of the Wildcats since I was a child. I remember when Mike Ellis raised the trophy when I think I was like 5 or 6 years old. I've just been in a very privileged position because of my success in business. So I've been able to live that childhood dream. I love the fact that the Wildcats and the NBL are family friendly. I have a young family myself, and I'm really keen to get them down to some games when they're a little older. Not doing this to make money. I'm doing this because of the potential for growth, both within the Wildcats and basketball within Australia.
So clearly love the club, clearly love the sport. It's a passion job for you now?
Yes, definitely. It's a passion job. I'll be here as the most senior, most executive. This will be my full-time job.
What?
You rattled off some of your goals and ambitions there, Mark, and it seems as though they're all pretty low-key and pretty achievable. You knock them off by the end of day one, but you talk about getting the best and the biggest West Australian companies involved. Can you give us an insight into who's sort of sitting at the top of the tree there?
I don't want to put any pressure on anybody, but I'm sure if you Google the most successful business people from Western Australia, you'll get an idea.
And I dare say there's probably been preliminary discussions already had or involved around that as well? I
would just say that today's the first official day I'm the owner, and I was not able, until I'm the owner, I'm not able to do that.
Okay. Tell us about the wider view in terms of growing the community footprint, because obviously that's pretty big already, and you say more championships, well, most successful club already, so how do you do that? And then also in terms of the digital space as well, which is obviously your forte.
Sure. So what was the first part of the question? I already lost it by the end.
The imprint on the community. How do you get that bigger and better?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say the Wildcats already does a huge amount for the community. Perhaps we haven't communicated that publicly, what we're doing, but it is a huge amount of things that are happening, and we'll look to do more of that, certainly, and invest in that. From a digital perspective, I'm really keen on providing behind-the-scenes content from the club, from both the players, coaching, and staffing perspective as well.
Well, congratulations, and first official day of owner. You've already forked out quite a bit of cash. Have you got any insights as to who might be the next import to join the Wildcats yet?
I did ask beforehand. I would just say that there are multiple discussions ongoing.
And the decision that you've made, was this a decision that you made with your head, with your heart, or a bit of both?
Both. I wouldn't have done it if I thought this would hemorrhage cash like there's no tomorrow, and that's certainly not the case here, especially with basketball is in an uptick. I mean, Larry Kesselman and what he's done, I mean, there's no doubt basketball is probably the best it's been doing since the 90s when I was a child.
It's going to be a lot to take in your first day of owner. What sort of owner do you see yourself evolving into in the next 6 and 12 months?
We'll see.
From an on-court perspective, is what all the fans are going to want to know about. How will your ownership potentially change anything that's happening within the basketball program?
I'll just say that we have a very strong basketball program here, led by Danny Mills, John Riley. I'm here to focus on the business of basketball, not the basketball itself.
You're obviously only 52% owner at the moment, so you've still got SEN as part of your conglomerate for the next couple of years. How do you manage that side of things in terms of decision making throughout the course of the next few years?
Sure. Yeah, we will have a Wildcats board that we set up. Hutchie will be a member of that, as well with Jody Sims, who is the COO at SEN. Independent chairman is David Buckingham, who's the former CEO of IronNet, chairman of Pentanet and some other companies. He's West Australian, lives very close to here as well.
So how much, as a 52% owner yourself, do you have 52% of the decisions, or are you, because you're going to be the full owner, will you be having more of a say on things than that?
Yeah, I mean, ultimately I have a controlling share, but ultimately the board will drive the strategic direction of the club.
What do you love about this team, specifically in the current group that has been put together?
How successful they've been, how much stability we've had in the current roster. And I'm just still getting to know the players. I've only recently been involved in the club, meeting folks.